Hello everyone, I am Anuj Nakade and you're watching LiveLaw. We bring you daily updates from courts all over India. To stay updated, please subscribe to our channel. In this video, we bring you a story about the use of the power of preventive detention by the Uttar Pradesh Government under the National Securities Act or the NSA, which disappointed and shocked the Supreme Court. It is interesting that this is the second case with preventive detention at its center from the Supreme Court that we have had to report on this week. To know more about the other story from this week regarding preventive detention under the Conservation of Foreign Exchange and Prevention of Smuggling Act, please click the video here. The petitioner in this case was an opposition leader from the Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh by the name of Yusuf Malik. The Uttar Pradesh police had filed an FIR against him in relation to an allegation of restraining a person from paying land revenue to the revenue officials and threatening them for sealing a property. Another FIR was registered against him for opening the sealed property. While the proceedings in both cases are ongoing, Mr. Malik was granted bail in both the cases. The matter escalated when another allegation was made against him, stating that he called an additional municipal commissioner and proceeded to abuse and threaten him. After the incident, the station house officer and the senior superintendent of police of Moradabad made a recommendation to initiate proceedings against Mr. Malik under National Securities Act. The reason for this proceeding under the NSA was that Mr. Malik had created an atmosphere of fear and terror in the Nagar Nigam office. Considering the cases with criminal activity relating to land revenue and the threatening phone call, a district magistrate passed an order under the NSA Act to detain Mr. Malik and to put him in custody. Since the detention under the NSA could be preventive detention, an advisory board is set up for each state government to overlook the matters and ensures correct implementation and use of the law. In this case, the Uttar Pradesh Advisory Board also confirmed Mr. Malik's detention order. As a result, Mr. Malik was detained in June 2022 for 3 months. A month later, the detention was extended to 6 months. After this, Mr. Malik approached the Allahabad High Court to quash the order of his detention. While the case was pending before the High Court, the detention was extended for 12 months again by the Uttar Pradesh government. Mr. Malik then approached the Supreme Court with a petition. Upon hearing the matter, the Supreme Court expressed disappointment in the non-application of mind by the Uttar Pradesh government. A 2-judge bench of Justice S.K. Kaul and Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah said that they felt the need to repeat and emphasize the objective of the National Securities Act. The court said, and I quote, "A reading of the statement of object and reasons of the Act would show that it was to control the anti-social and anti-national elements including secessionist, communal and pro-caste elements that affect the services essential to the community, thereby posing a grave challenge. This was particularly in respect of defense, security, public order and services essential to the community which have resulted in the National Security Ordinance 1980 being promulgated and the Act were to replace the ordinance." The court went on to emphasize that even if the facts and allegations as mentioned by the state are correct, the exercise of the National Security Act in a land revenue recovery case is shocking and unsustainable. The exact words of the court were that such a proposal was made, received the imprimatur of the senior officers, and even the advisory board does not reflect well on the manner in which the authorities exercise their mind by invoking the provisions of this said act. The Supreme Court passed the order in favor of the petitioner and directed the registry of the Supreme Court to send the information to the district jail in Rampur immediately so that Mr. Malik can be set at liberty with the shortest possible delay. That's all we have for you in this video. If you found the video informative, please leave a like and tell us in the comments how we can shape our content to bring you your legal news in more engaging ways. If you want more such legal updates, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for notifications.